So more Danaher guard retention. We looked at over-under passing last time. Let's look at Toreando passing. How do you get to keep our guard from the Toreando pass? Let's just go over some concepts of positive things from the Toreando pass and negative things. So again, from our position, I'm going to make my grips. I don't go past the toe line. If I step up close to Tyrone and make my grips, he's making connection with me. We covered all this in Danaher's guard passing. So my legs are back, I'm going to make my grips. The reason why the Toreando pass is such a good position is I've got a lot of mobility from here. I can move side to side. I can get perpendicular very quickly. I can point Tyrone's knees away from me, fill the space, and then I spike him. Negatives are when I do eventually get past the hip line, I have to cover a lot of space from here to here to get head control. That would be the negatives. So you're passing me, bro. So let's look at our first sort of line of defense. Just here in front of me. So if Tyrone makes his first initial grips and his legs are back, so I have no connection with him. Okay. The minute he starts to cut an angle, he can basically get perpendicular very, very quickly. Take it back a step. Or especially if he kind of pushes my lower back off the mat this way, and now you can kind of like just basically turn me. I'll show you what I mean. So from our position, once I make grips here and my feet are back, I can drive Tyrone's knees towards him and basically turn him very, very quickly just by putting a curve in his back. So it's positions. So we want to make a connection with him. That's our first sort of line of defense. So from here, if I make no connection, Tyrone's just basically getting perpendicular. Then I'm going to have to start throwing in scissor, guard retention and all that stuff. So when he makes his grips, I make mine. Okay. And now from there, my feet need to make a connection with him. So I just bring my left foot over and put it in his bicep, and I bring my right foot over and put it in his bicep. Now if he cuts an angle, he's still in front of me. Okay. So he hasn't been able to get that angle, which would be the positives from the Toreando pass. And again, once he cuts that angle, I'm now getting a foot on the hip, finding the collar, breaking grips, collar and sleeve, and start playing that game. It's just on that side, bro. So the minute Tyrone makes his grips, I'm going to make my grips. That's an easy grip to get. And then I'll just bring a foot over and over. When he starts to cut an angle, now I'm starting to get offensive again. I can start playing collar and sleeve. Just here in the bottom there, bro. I wouldn't call it a Toreando pass, but it would be from the same family of passes. Let's just say Tyrone's in a sweep line position. You have your bullfight grips, your Toreando grips. Sometimes from there, I can step into the guard and make a grip on the collar and the pants. From there I can drive him on my knee and then kick back, shelf his knee and move into an X pass type of pass. So something similar would be if Tyrone, instead of making bullfights pass, makes that grip on the collar. And now from there he'll want to, as long as I'm not controlling that leg, he can kick back and then start to get his angle. Notice the way when he gets his angle, go again. I've lost his center line and my center line, take it back. So from there, I just find the sleeve and throw in a lasso. And now from there, when he cuts the angle, it doesn't really matter. I can keep my center line back, and from that position, I can get back into an advantageous position. So, one more time on that. He makes his grips here. So you just find the sleeve and throw a lasso in. Notice the way when Tyrone circles that way, I'm still keeping my center line, and even if I wasn't going for the sweep from that position, now I can find the sleeve, foot comes in the hip, and we're back into now my center line back. I can start getting offensive again. So that will be our first guard retention drill from the Toreando or the bullfight pass.